Hello, everybody, and welcome to day number 25. This is a very exciting day. Today, we are actually going to try to touch the wall with one foot in the kick up. So let's get started right away with the warm up. Let's start today's warm up here by standing upright, feet parallel and hip width apart, and just like we did a few times in the beginning, just picture this thread here attached by the crown of your head, pulling you taller up towards the ceiling, making you rise up really tall. You rise, your spine lengthens, the stomach pulls in towards the spine, helping you to lengthen the spine. And on the highest point, you then fold the chin to your chest. And eventually you allow the shoulder line to come to the front here, coming into a very round upper back, and just stop here and find the roundness in your upper back. So in your upper back, not in the lower back just yet, so you're only curving from the top of the back. Now bend the knees and roll all the way down, touching the floor or putting the hands on an elevation to prop yourself up. And from here now bend the knees generously, creating a tabletop surface for your rib cage to rest on, and completely release the head and the neck and the upper back, and take hold of your elbows. Place the hands back on the floor, straighten the legs, deepen the stretch using the weight of your head. Now this time from here, turn the fingers inwards towards the feet and try to push the palms flat on the floor. So if this is too challenging, don't worry about it at all. If you find this doesn't work, then just place the fingers here to the side of the pointing towards the side, and otherwise just stay where you are or bring the hands here up on your shins. So this is just an option. It's a stretch I like to do, but it kind of only works when you can put your hands on the floor. So don't worry if it doesn't work. We'll do other prep stretches for the wrists later on. Now bend the knees, coming to a squat position, lifting the heels off the floor. And reach the front, bring the knees close to the floor, weight in the hands, and come back with the hips. And then the knees come back low to the floor and push the hips back. Knees come low to the floor, push the hips back. Okay, great. Now bring the knees all the way down here, and let's just spread the fingers very wide on the floor. Straighten the elbows, turn the insides of the elbows to the front, and now just move front and back and front and back, front, back, front, back. Come into a 4-point position and walk the hands in every direction, really consciously pushing the fingers off the floor. Really push into the floor with the fingers. Turn the fingers in, out, front. Really push into the floor. Okay, great. Sit back on your heels, hands here, arms in a diagonal. Let's push up onto the fingertips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Excellent. Very, very good. Push back onto the heel, into a squat here, and then from here straighten the legs, Bend the knees and roll all the way up. Very good. Now let's take it into a more dynamic warm up here. Reaching up all the way, really, really tall. Reaching down towards the floor, hands step to the front, 1, 2, hands step back, 1, 2, and come back up. Reach. Reach and elevate the shoulders and come down to the floor for 1, 2, and step back, 1, 2. Okay, great. Reach up. Reach down to the floor. Step back. Reach up. And down. And step the hands back. Reach up. And then next time we're going to step the hands out and then step the feet in for 1, 2, and back. Back and stay here and step in again with the feet for 1, 2, 1, 2, and step the feet in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Now step the hands back, 1, 2, bend the knees, roll up. Let's come back to a standing position and roll the shoulders back for 1, 2, 3, to the front for 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Now let's step into a big lunge like we did in the beginning once with the heel coming off the floor. And then again, find your lunge here. Hands on your thighs or hands on your hips. Try to square the hips here as much as possible. And then pull to the front with the knee and lengthen the leg here at the back, really straightening the back knee, and then trying to lower the hips by lengthening into both directions. Lengthen and then deepen the stretch. Okay, great. And just slightly step the legs back in here and hands on your hips, fold to the front as much as you can without bending the lower back. Without curving the lower back. So you want to stay straight. Okay, great. Let's do the same thing with the other leg. Big lunge. Heel is off, the back heel is off the floor. Hand on your hip or on your thigh. And knee pulls to the front. The back leg is straight, knee is straight. And try to bring the hips lower to the floor. Great, and step the legs a bit closer together, hands on your hips, and try to fold with a very straight back. And come out of the stretch, step the legs back together. Let's meet on the floor here again for a mini handstand with the leg lifted. So first of all, let's just stay here in the 4-point position. And turn the inside of the elbows to the front as much as possible. Curve the upper back like a cat. Push the hips up high. As high as possible. Elevate the shoulders. Stay for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back down to the floor. Wonderful. So maybe you remember how difficult this was the first time you tried 2 weeks ago, and now it is our warm-up. And I hope that it feels a lot easier to you now that you've done this quite a few times. Okay, great. Let's lift the straight leg in the mini handstand and hold for 15 seconds. Yeah, the most important bit is that your back leg, the leg that goes up, stays straight. 4-point position. Push the hips up high. Step high up onto your toes. Step the left leg into the center. And then lift the right leg up, 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 up with a very straight knee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring the right leg down. Bring it to the center. Left leg behind you, very straight. Lift the left leg up high, high, high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring the leg down and meet me on the mat, on your back. 4, 20 taps on your ankle. Lift the shoulder blades off the floor, chin folds to the chest, stomach pulls in towards the spine, and tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Excellent. Very good. And now let's draw the hands up here one more time, really close to the knees, and then take one knee up high, and then join the other, really push the knees together, and take the hands this time further than the knees, really, really reach up, up, up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and knees further away from the body. The hands reach even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the hands and knees down. Take a breather. Let's just do that one more time. And one more time, lift the knees up. And palms facing the ceiling, chin to chest. Draw the hands up further than the knees here. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees further away from the body. One more time, hands high, high, high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring everything down to the floor. Okay, very good. Now come back up to standing, and let's do our push-off exercise with the elevation here as the last thing to prepare. Okay. Hands on your elevation, really firmly push into the elevation, and let's bend and then push all the way until the end of your toes here. Okay. Left leg is in the center, right leg is behind you. Look at your right knee, make sure it's straight. And then let's bend and straighten for 5. And bend and push off the floor. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Excellent. And swap. Right leg is in the center, left leg is behind you here. Now bend and push. Bend and push. Bend and push. Bend and push. And one more. Bend and push off. Okay, very good. Excellent. Now let's just finish this first part here with a shoulder opener. Feet parallel, hands in front of you here. And allow the shoulders to sink down low. Opening everything up, elevating the shoulders slightly. Try to breathe. Slightly push into the wall and then go a little bit deeper. Okay, great. Very good. Come out of the stretch. 2 minutes for your own stretch. Take a sip of water, and then let's meet again against the wall and try to do the biggest kick up we have ever done. Okay, so here we are, very ready to almost kick up against the wall. Let's start with prep exercises, just doing swing and jump, not touching the wall yet. Being very, very aware also of which one is your dominant side, because when we actually try to touch the wall, I would like you to do that with your dominant leg, meaning the kick up side that is your strongest. So let's start here against the wall, just doing a swing and jump 3 times. Big push off, big swing, but not touching the wall yet. So place the hands here in front of the wall. And round the back. Make sure your shoulders are above the wrists. And let's swing and jump 3 times. Bend the leg, really swing up, round the back for 1. And bend and push. And 1 more time. Bend and push off. Very good. Okay, great. And then come out of it. So there is a moment where you swing and it's almost like you stop the leg. So you swing it up, you stop it, and that sort of brings the rest of the body up as well. I don't know whether I hope you can feel that moment here where basically by stopping the leg, it catapults the rest of the body up. And that's a very important moment, this like swing and then stop and then the rest of the body comes up with it. Really make sure that you bend the knee as much as possible and then you push off strongly off the ground. 1 more time. Hands in front of the wall. And big bend, big push. Push off for 1. And 2. And 3. Excellent. Very good. We'll do this 2 more times. You can still swap the legs, but be mindful of which one is your dominant side, which one's your stronger side, because we'll need that. We'll need the big kick up. 1 more time. Hands in front of the wall. Make sure your back is already very round. Bend and push off. 1 more time. Bend and push off. And 1 more. Bend and strong push. Okay, great. Fantastic. Very good. We do this 1 more time and I want you to focus on pushing off the floor with your standing leg like this as much as possible. Push the floor away. Push the floor away. Okay? And hands on the floor. Round back. Now push. Jump as much as you can, bend and push off. And 1 more time. Bend and push. And bend and push. Okay, excellent. Very good. Now, I want you to do the exact same thing, except you do the biggest swinging action with your leg that you possibly can. I also want you, before we do that, just quickly make sure there's enough space around you. There's nothing sharp on the wall, no hooks or pictures that you can hit. I've hit many pieces of furniture in my time as a hand balancer. So make sure you're safe in the space. And then let's do the exact same thing, except you really try to whack the leg back as much as possible, only touching the wall with 1 foot and then coming back straight down. All right? Let's do it. Hands on the floor. And swing and push off and touch the wall and come back down. Let's do that straight away. Let's try that again. And bend and swing the leg, touch the wall, come back down. And 1 more time. Try it. Swing the leg up, touch the wall, and come back down. So I hope very much that you now touch the wall with your foot. Please do let me know in the comments how this went for you. I would love to try this one more time and then we will come back to it tomorrow. Very important, strong push, strong jump, round the back, whack the leg up. Okay? Round the back. Hands on the floor. And big kick, big jump. Bend and push, touch the wall, come back down. And bend, touch the wall, come back down. One more time. Big swing, big jump, bend, swing as much as you can, touch the wall, come back down. Fantastic. Very, very good. If this didn't work out right away, try another time tomorrow, take a break, come back to it. This will come. If it doesn't come on day one, it's going to come the day after. But you are very ready for this. Most likely, if this doesn't work, it is because you have straightened your back or because you're arching your back away from the wall. So it's very important that you stay rounded here, round back. Okay, let's finish off this handstand session by doing 3 mini handstands, halfway handstands up against the wall. Remember, better take your legs a little bit higher up on the wall, bend the knees. Let's hold 3 times, 15 seconds together. And hands in position, step 1 foot up, join the second foot. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Step down 1, 2. Very good. Great. Roll the shoulders back. 2, 3. To the front. 2, 3. And second time. Hands in position. Step up one leg. Join the other. Knees are bent. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Step down 1, 2. Very good. Shoulders front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. One last time. Hands in position. Step up one leg, the other. Hold it with me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Step down 1, 2. Okay, great. Let's do a cool down the way we started. Reach up, elevate the shoulders, and allow everything to melt down towards the floor. Walk to the front. Step back. One more time, reach up. Melt everything to the floor. And then hands and feet are equal distance apart here. Spread the weight evenly and then step the left leg in and right leg in. Back, back, left, right, back, back. Let's change right, left, back, back, right, left, back, back, right, left, back, back. And then allow the knees to come and sink down towards the floor here. And let's create a ripple across the spine. Allow the chest to sink low to the floor. Slightly bend the elbows. Allow the chest to come through and then push into a round back here, creating a ripple across the spine. Elbows bend, chest dives through here to the front and then into a curved back, cat back, straight elbows. Dive through, curve up. Dive through, curve, dive, curve. Okay, great. Let's reverse it. Let's start with a curve, moving front. Bend the elbows, draw back, and the chest sinks. Round back, chest low, creating a gentle ripple across the upper back. Bend the elbows, chest sinks down, and chest sinks down. Okay, great. And come into a seated position here. I like to sit cross-legged, but you don't have to, obviously. And then try to touch the left hand in between the shoulder blades or direct your hand there. Now from here, then try to direct the elbow up towards the ceiling wherever it is. Sit up very tall. So the hand keeps drawing in between the shoulder blades. The elbow keeps drawing up towards the ceiling, and hold it. And come out of the stretch. Other side. The right hand here directed in between the shoulder blades, and the elbow draws up towards the ceiling. And release. Right hand on the floor, left hand reaches up and then towards the side, creating first a lift, then reaching towards the side. Bring the arm closer to the ear, and then try to look up at the ceiling, slightly rotating your torso open. Come out of the stretch. Other side, left hand on the floor, right hand reaches up and to the side. Keep the elbow straight and bring the arm closer to your ear. And look up at the ceiling. Rotate your torso slightly upwards. Okay, come out of the stretch and turn so that you can reach behind you into a diagonal here, and then rotate the inside of the elbows to the side, opening the chest to the front. Look up at the ceiling and breathe, opening up the chest. Come out of the stretch and just readjust your seat. Legs in front of you, feet flexed. Straight spine, very, very straight. Reach up and then clean forward fold. Try to fold over to the front. Come out of the stretch, bring the hands behind you. Relax the shoulders and just wiggle them from side to side. One more time. Sit up very tall. Sit bones are touching the floor here. Reach up, flex the feet, point the feet, and then fold over to the front as much as possible. Release the stretch and then come to lying down on the floor here. Knees propped up, hands by your side, palm facing the ceiling, and then just allow everything to drop into the floor here. Feel your upper back melt into the floor. Your core muscles release, the lower back melts into the floor. Really picture your back becoming sort of flat like a pancake, melting into the floor. And feel the whole surface of your back widen on the floor. You can allow the knees to fall inwards towards each other, so you don't have to hold the legs in position. And then just imagine that your weight is dropping down into the floor and below the floor. All the effort drops down and away from you. You can picture the effort like drops of water that are dripping down, further down than the floor, into the basement below, into the ground below, into the floor below you, dripping away from you. Leaving you lighter. And stay here for a few moments. Okay, and then come back up to sitting if you like. You can also stay in this resting position for a bit longer. I shall see you tomorrow, where we will try to repeat our success of kicking up against the wall. Don't worry if it hasn't been perfect today, we will try again. You are very ready and very prepared to achieve this. So most likely there is a little bit of confidence that may be lacking if it didn't work out, or a little bit of strength, or something in the alignment. But I am very confident that you can repeat this success. So I leave you with this today. Thank you very much for practicing with me and allowing me to guide you through this exciting process. Have a lovely day.